You know that feeling when you walk into a room and it's like you're a ghost? You're there, but nobody really sees you. Maybe you try to speak up in a meeting and someone talks right over you. Or you're at a party, dispersing trying to join the conversation, but it's like you're invisible. I've been there, and here's what drives me crazy. There are people who walk into that same room, say absolutely nothing, and somehow everyone just knows they matter. They don't raise their voice. They don't demand attention. They don't have to prove anything. So what's the difference? Here's what nobody tells you. Respect isn't about being loud or being mean. It's about 5 tiny shifts you can start today. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how to command respect without saying a single word. Let's dive in. Let's start with something so simple it sounds stupid. But I promise you, this changes everything. The problem? Most of us try to disappear. We hunch over. We make ourselves smaller. We cross our arms, slouch in our chairs, and stare at our phones like they're going to save us from human interaction. Here's the fix. Stand tall. Shoulders back. Head up. Like you own the space you're standing in. Now, you might be thinking, that's it? That's the big secret. Yes, because here's the psychology behind it. Your body talks before your mouth does. When you walk into a room with your shoulders rolled forward and your eyes on the ground, you're sending a message to everyone's subconscious brain. I don't belong here. Please don't notice me. But when you stand tall, you're saying, I have every right to be here. And people feel that. They might not consciously think about it, but their brains register it instantly. You become someone worth noticing. Alright, next one. And this is where things get interesting. The contrast is this. Nervous people move like crazy chickens. They talk fast, walk fast, fidget constantly. But respected people? They move like they have all the time in the world. The fix: walk slower, talk slower, hell, even eat slower. I know what you're thinking. Won't people think I'm lazy or weird? No. Here's what actually happens. When you're calm, you look in control. And when you look in control, people start paying attention. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how the most powerful people in the room never rush? They don't interrupt. They don't finish your sentences. They wait. They pause. And when they finally speak, everyone leans in. Rushing makes you look weak. Slowing down makes you look like you know something everyone else doesn't. And honestly, you do. You know that respect isn't about filling every silence. It's about owning the silence. Let's talk about eye contact. Because most people get this completely wrong. The problem? Looking at the floor, looking at your phone, darting your eyes around. All of that signals one thing. Fear. You're afraid to be seen. You're afraid to connect. But here's the fix, and it's super practical. Use what I call the 3-to-1 rule. Look into someone's eyes for 3 seconds to show confidence. Then look away for 1 second to stay natural. Then come back. Why does this work? Because it tells the other person, I see you and I am your equal. You're not staring them down like a psychopath, but you're also not cowering. You're present. You're engaged. And here's the thing. Most people are starving for real connection. When you actually look at them, really look at them, they feel it. And they respect you for it. Now, this next one is my personal favorite. Because it's like a secret weapon. The strategy. When someone is being toxic, dramatic, or loud, don't join the noise. I know your instinct is to defend yourself, to explain, to react. But here's what I've learned. Silence makes people uncomfortable. And when you stay calm and quiet, something magical happens. The weight of their own words falls back on them. Silence isn't awkward. It's powerful. It becomes a mirror. And when they look into that mirror, they start to realize how ridiculous they sound. Think of it like this: be the empty theater. Don't perform for their drama. When you refuse to play their game, you take all the power out of it. They're screaming into a void, and suddenly they're the one who looks foolish, not you. Alright, last one. And this might be the hardest, but it's also the most liberating. The metaphor. Most people carry around a backpack full of rocks. Every insult, every disrespect, every time someone made them feel small. It's all in there. And that backpack gets heavier and heavier. Here's the strategy. Don't just pretend to forget. Actually forget. I'm serious. When someone tries to tear you down, and you move on with your life as if their words never even landed. You strip them of all their power. Why does this work? Because toxic people want a reaction. They want to know they hurt you. They want to live rent-free in your head. But when you genuinely let it go, when you focus on your goals, your growth, your happiness, they become irrelevant. And here's the beautiful part. They feel it. They feel small. They feel invisible. Because they're not living rent-free in your head anymore. You evicted them. Don't dim your light because it bothers them. Shine anyway, and forget the noise.